Hey, good morning, guys. It's Goose here, and Ricky, sorry about the technical issues. I'm going to give it a second for everybody to rejoin back up, but I do apologize for that. Some funniness going on with our YouTube stream this morning. Should be up. Ricky, we'll give it another second or so for people to join, and we'll jump right into it. Let me know when you start seeing people pop in, because I don't show it on my screen. And just tell me we're good to go, and
just 1 second.
You got it, man. Sorry about that, guys, though.
It looks like we got about 12 people in. I mean, we can go ahead and start. People can go back and rewatch it.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys, but let's get into it because I know we're getting closer to the market open. I do want to cover some things. Just want to welcome you to Stock Talk. Sorry about a Friday. Hopefully this doesn't indicate how our day is going to go, but I like starting off funny and then it gets great the rest of the day. So here we go. And just hopefully you guys have checked us out over at stocktraders.net. Please come over there and check us out. You have anything, questions as far as what we're covering, be sure to give us a message, and we'll be happy to help you out. We got a free trading. We got a free trading floor, and we also got a free trial going on right now. If you want to try the premium services, I'll get some really good feedback on that so far. So hopefully, you guys come check us up, sign us up for the free trial. And just a reminder, nothing we're covering is any type of solicitation. Read the disclaimer below. And know that we're just trying to give you some thoughts and ideas on the market, as well as a few ideas. So with that being said, knowing we're getting a little bit of a late start, I'm going to turn it right over to Ricky and get him started. So Ricky, on to you, man.
Thanks a lot, buddy. And just so everybody knows, I got a sick baby home with me again, sitting on my lap. She's sleeping right now. So if I can get through this without waking her up, it's a blessing. So I'm going to jump right into the list, guys. The first thing I'm looking at is LFIN, LFIN. I know everyone's been watching it. It's been the stock of the week. Actually, probably the last few weeks, it's been on everyone's radar. Everybody knows this thing is a scam, but we already need to acknowledge that when everybody knows something's a scam, the trade's probably not as easy as you think. I want people to learn to be okay with either missing it or taking the long and waiting for the correct time to actually be looking to short. I don't think this thing's a short quite yet. This is the 20-minute, just to kind of show you a bit of the history of it. The last time, we're already above all these levels here that had some consolidation. The last time this thing consolidated was in the 35 range. So do not think that this thing has to fade from here. It's still a really tiny float, and it has a lot of people very, very short biased on it. I would not be getting short this until it shows a definite start of the second leg down. I don't think we're going back to 70. I don't think anybody else thinks that either. I just want to make sure people are staying safe on it and how to identify the front side versus the back side. As of now, it's just higher highs and higher lows, guys. So we're not in short territory. Look at this front side here and then look at this back side. It's clear as day, the difference. So right now we are doing the uptrend. So stay off it until it's ready, guys. I just want to make sure people are staying safe and preserving their capital. The next thing on the list today, guys, is, let's just do CATB real quick. I just want to talk about the fact that it's nothing yet, but I wanted to talk about DLPN the other day, and I didn't because it wasn't anything at the moment and didn't have a lot of volume. Just want to throw this out there. If this thing runs, that it will be something on the short list. Their ATM is complete with I can't remember who it was off the top of the head. It was either H.C. Wainwright or Cohen, but they don't have anything left on the ATM or whatever. This thing may get some legs today, but I think the float is around 26 million on it or whatever. It's not a tiny float. So if we come into over 250 or 3, I'll be looking for areas to short. Third thing on my list, guys, is DICS, and I'm not trying to make jokes this morning. I just want to point out that this thing has been holding a steady uptrend. It does look like we're getting close to a breakout area, and I like that candle it put in yesterday. Had that weak wash open and then regained all the losses and some, and really pushed up and tested that breakout level. I did swing it last night and then had our amazing president go off on the China trade war stuff and pretty much crush all the gains in the SPY that we made yesterday. But nevertheless, I'm still holding this thing right now, and it's more of a long-term swing for me. Going to try to get this thing to pop into the breakout land. The last thing on my list, guys, is NKTR. And yesterday I had a play ruined by a Kerstale tweet, and today it looks like I'm having a play ruined by a Adam Feurenstein tweet. I hope I said his name right. But regardless, I still think it may be in play if we can get a push at the open. You see we're breaking under these levels here of the 96.50-ish area. Also, the breakout area from the big run up was at 99-ish. And then you have the big Psych 100 up above that. So if we get a push off these lows, guys, anything over 96 is where I'm going to start looking. We have, let's see, 96.50 is the first level I would look at. We get up to 98. I'm going to get really, really interested in a short on this. And we're going to have the pre-market lows as the first target. And the final target, or actually maybe a secondary target, we'll call it, is the 50-day. And then maybe hold partial shares to see if maybe it's a swing if we have cushion and locked in profits. That's everything from me today, guys. I made it through without waking the baby up. Take it away, Goose.
Hey, good job on that, man. I'll talk quietly too. Don't want to wake her up, although do I? So anyway, guys, it's Friday. Let's have a great day. Let's finish off the week wonderful. And just want to give you a few ideas and jump right into it because I know we started a little bit late. I apologize about that. Tech issues happen. What can we say? So let's move right in. So I'm going to first talk about INCY. As my thoughts on INCY is when I started putting this together, it was around 68 bucks or so when I had my thought on, and I thought I actually could make it up to the 72 area. Now, not quite sure it would do that. But these are the ranges. I just want to show you what I did, and obviously I could drag this down a little bit more. Hang on a sec. Let's pull it even a little bit more. So I'll use the 40, the 50, and the 60% retrace areas for areas that I want to watch for it to kind of stuff, make a lower high, and look for a short entry for a fade on this thing. Ideally for me, I like to start at the 50% area, but not sure it's going to get there. That's a pretty big move back up, but you never know at the open. It might get this crazy push, and then it'll give me an opportunity to fade into. But that's what I'm looking for, first thing this morning. I'd love to start at 74 to 76 like I put in my tweet, but you never know. I might start earlier, which it would be, just an obvious to me, a lower high, and to just look for an all-day fade on this name. I'm going to give you a little bonus one, and I'm going to give you, just because I'm talking about, is NK is coming in with, INCY. You could take a look. I like this for clearing pre-market down here at 470. If there's a little wash in this morning, there's a good chance I'll take a long on it. And especially if it clears this 460 or 470 area, I could see a little push on that one happening. It's a sympathy play, but that one is one that I might be a little bit oversold and might get a little retrace on. It's already down 40% this morning. So that's a little bonus one I'll throw at you that definitely is on my radar and very hard on my radar right now. Next one I want to talk about is NKE, Nike. So I have two thoughts on Nike here. Nike, however you want to call it. But first of all, I like trading against these big levels. You could obviously see it struggled in the past on a big push. Chart looked really good. You could see moved up from 62, stopped at 70, and faded right back. So I'm looking to see how it acts at the $70 level and possibly it'll fade. With the market coming in, it's already down a little bit, but you never know at the open. You might get a nice quick shove up into 70, which I would look for a quick fade. And then what I'm going to look for is back towards these pivots, which it says 67, 60. Obviously, I'll round it up to 68 area and see how it holds. If it wants to break that pivot, I think it probably comes down to 67 towards that 50-day, but we'll see what happens. The other side of that is if the market rebounds and picks back up, I will look for if it wants to wash at the open and it looks like the market's stabilizing and making a little shove like it did the other day on NVIDIA, I'll also entertain a long side. So I know I posted I'm short bias on the name. I absolutely am. But obviously, if it pulls back in this range off a wash at the open, I will look to flip and reverse on that thing and possibly take a long, especially if the market wants to help me. So there's two thoughts on Nike, and I think there could be a good trade both ways on this thing. So that's Nike for you. And last, I'll finish up with WYNN. There's a little bit of chatter. I forget which company it is that's talking about doing an acquisition or chatter with them. But, one of the other, casinos are. And what I was looking at first thing this morning is it already did the retrace. When I say that, I usually look for about a 60% retrace on these things. I already drew the pre-market fib on it. You see it's already kind of retraced this area. It's down already 75%. And what I'm looking for is an entry for a possible long. I have to watch the market on this. I don't want to get long it thinking it's going back up to 87, 88 and have the market down 400 points and continuing to fail. I don't think it's going to get there, but I've also talked to you guys, and especially the guys in the room pre-market. When you see stocks that have strength in a down market and the market reverses, you can see some pretty good acceleration on those names. So that's kind of what I'm looking for on a WYNN, is to buy the weakness, let it hold a level, look for that higher low, And if we get a little bit of a reversal in the market, doesn't need to go green on the day, but even a little bit of a 100 to 150 point push, that's where you might get your quick 2 or 3 points on this thing. So WYNN is on my target list. Usually I don't buy chatter type names, but it is holding up in there. I kind of like the retrace possible, and we'll visit it, see what happens here. So I'm going to look at that right at the open as well. So I'm going to keep it at that. You guys have a great weekend. Hope you guys had a good week this week. Look forward to seeing you guys on Monday, 9:05. And for you guys that have checked us out already, I appreciate you coming in and checking us out. And for you guys that haven't signed up for the free trial, I don't know what you're waiting on. I think it's an amazing opportunity to check us out for a few days and see what we're all about over there on the premium side that everybody's talking about. So hopefully we'll see you there. Thanks, guys, very much, and have a great weekend. Back to you, Ricky.
Thanks a lot, Goose. And thank you for the reminder, pointing out that when he trades things like WYNN or Nike, he's got his eyes on the broader market. With something like NKTR, if you don't already know, have an IBB chart up next to it, or LABU, or you need to follow what the biotech sectors are doing when you're trading a big biotech like NKTR. That being said, guys, if you don't have a plan, you don't have a trade, stay safe out there, but let's go out and crush it. Peace.